Welcome to MovieGasm.com, where I'm going to be bringing you the latest in upcoming movie and TV news. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about some potential things that we're going to see for The Boys Season 4, and also briefly go over what we've seen so far. But before we do that, please make sure to subscribe to MovieGasm.com and leave a like at the end of this video if you enjoy it. The Boys has been loved by many fans since the comic books, but ever since its premiere on Prime Video back on July 26, 2019, it's been shaking up the television industry and the way that we see superheroes and villains. The Boys tackles a lot of moral ambiguity and shows you that there's a lot of great areas in every single situation, and it's not afraid to hold out on any gore either. Every single season since its premiere has been wrapped up in violence and very shocking gory moments that viewers could never see or predict coming, and that's something The Boys has a great way of doing. The series and the comic books can also be seen as extremely controversial, tackling themes that we face in reality, and can have a very meta approach to its storylines. This works for the series as we can find a way to capitalize on things that we tend to laugh at in reality. Now, towards the end of season 3, we start to see that Homelander becomes closer with his son. And throughout the season, we start to see Homelander's patience get tested. And then we finally see a breaking point where he retaliated against someone for verbally attacking and throwing a can at his son's head. And we finally get to a point where Homelander lets loose on the protester. This was shocking for viewers, but what was even more shocking was the twist from the people surrounding Homelander. Everyone starts to cheer and praise him, and this ends off the season with a lot of questions and sets up the tone for the next season. Amazon has an amazing way of marketing The Boys with a parody Twitter or X account. You get the point. But it has a VOD page, and it tends to post different forms of marketing as a way to give fans teasers as to what to expect in the upcoming series, as well as accompanying clips when the show is airing. They do an amazing job, and we got an amazing teaser showing off that Homelander is going to be facing an upcoming trial for his actions at the end of season 3.
I'm the Homelander, and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Now, this raises a lot of questions. Will this actually be a fair trial, since we know that VOD has their hands pretty much in everyone's pockets? What is justice? Will people say that his actions are justified, or will they be on the side of the person he killed? And if somehow they decide to incarcerate Homelander, how well would that go? Would Homelander even allow himself to be captured in the first place? We've always seen Homelander as this very egotistical and super elitist, so I'm not really sure he would even allow himself to be incarcerated. We even all saw the vision of him wiping out a massive crowd of people who disagreed with him, so we know that Homelander more than has the ability to do so if he wanted to. But we've also seen that world domination isn't something that Homelander necessarily wants at the moment, because deep down all he wants is to be loved and to raise his son. He loves attention, and that's his weakness, so we'll see what really happens concerning Homelander. And with the upcoming Boys spin-off series Gen V just being under a month away, we might get small hints as to the story developing around Homelander in his upcoming trial. We'll have to make sure that we pay attention to everything that's happening in the background, from the radios in the distance, the TVs playing in the background, newspaper articles, and so on. All of those things may contain information as to how the trial is progressing and can serve to give us some small teases. Even though Gen V isn't centered and focused around Homelander, it's more focused on college students, we can still expect this to tie in somehow to the overall next season for The Boys. There's still so many remaining questions. Who's going to testify against him? Is anyone brave enough to even do so? This series isn't afraid to take risks and to do some very bold things, so I cannot wait for season 4. I cannot wait to see what they do with Homelander. Let MovieGasm.com know your thoughts in the comments down below on what you think could happen and what we can see in The Boys Season 4. My name is Matthew V. Haynes. You can check out my personal channel linked in the end screens and in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.